Hi, welcome to Old Bird New Tricks. I'm Amanda Pennick, and today we are talking about creating a stronger bond between you and your parrot. Today's video is titled Let the Bird Come to You, and if you've read my blogs and seen some of my other videos, I've posted similar material, but this one's really important, so we're going to focus on it today. Now, ultimately, it's exactly what it sounds like. Let the bird come to you. Let them have the choice and the freedom to decide how much they interact with you and when they interact with you. Specifically, there are two times I want to talk about. The first is when you are offering a reward or food to your bird, and the second is when you're getting your bird to step up. So a lot of people, when they offer a piece of walnut, say, to a bird, especially a bird that they know really well, they'll just quickly hand it to the bird and often don't pause to watch the bird's reaction to what they're receiving. Even if it is something that I know is my bird's number one motivator, I always stop about a centimeter or two in front of that beak. The distance is going to depend on the bird. Okay, some birds I'll stop as far as an inch or two away and let them see what's in my hand and let them come to me and close that final gap to take what I have. If they want it, they will come to me to get it. Now, this doesn't mean I'm holding it so far away that they're having to step or reach to get it, but I'm also not just shoving it up to their beak and expecting them to take it. With some birds, I will actually be even the distance halfway across their cage from them and have them walk several steps to me because I'm not quite sure on A, how they feel about the object, or B, on how strong our relationship is. So the more leery I am of a bird or the more uncertain I am about a bird's body language, the larger the space that I'll allow that bird. Ultimately, though, it's always the bird's choice to take that final little step, that final little stretch of the head to take what I'm holding. This can be with a foot toy, it could be with a food reward, all right? Anything that you are handing the bird, let the bird decide if they want it and give them that little bit of space to make the move to take it. This is going to respect your bird's boundaries, and it's going to let them know that you're not just going to approach them with something that might make them uncomfortable or that they don't want right now. A lot of times I'll hand a toy to a bird and they'll take it, but then they'll just drop it. They're not interested in it. That same toy, if I was just a little bit further away, they probably wouldn't have walked over to me to take it. So when you're learning your bird's likes and dislikes, this can be really helpful to see how eager they are, how far away they'll move to get the object. But more than that, even if it's their number one motivator, I know the bird's going to take it, give them that little last bit of choice. It's respectful. You don't like somebody walking up to you with a piece of cake or a cookie and going, "Here," and shoving it in your face, right? It's better to have them stop in front of you and say, "Would you like some of this cookie?" And you then take the cookie from the person. Same type of concept. Your bird is an intelligent wild animal. They can be startled by fast movements, and it is a good practice to just slow down and let them choose to interact. The next one that I wanted to focus on today is the step up. A lot of the times when I'm watching videos or when I'm working with clients, I see people's hands going in very quickly. The step up command, if they use a verbal command, happens almost after the hand is already at the bird. And then once the bird starts putting a foot on, they're moving away. It's a good practice to get into ask, move your hand, wait for both feet to be securely on the hand, and then pull your hand away. You might even push it a step further and wait for the body language of the bird to indicate that they will be spending time with you. Some birds will step on the hand because they're used to getting a reward for doing so, and then they want to step right back off onto the cage. And I want to make sure that my bird has the choice to stay on my hand or not. So I'll even wait just a second longer with my hand still so that the bird knows they can step off if they want to. Even if a bird is super well socialized and has a really strong bond with you, they might not want to interact with you. And the more clear your communication is that this is your choice, the more comfortable the bird will be with stepping up. It's not being forced to step up, it's choosing that interaction. So again, remember, say your command if you have a verbal. I tend to phrase it as a question. Do you want to step up? Approach with my hand, let them step up. If I see any body language, feathers slick down, beak half open, eye pinning, if it's an Amazon, tail fanning, that approach and going at a slower pace allows me to watch for body language that would indicate a bite is more likely to happen than a step up. If I just quickly go shove my hand in, I'm missing those few seconds of observing as I'm approaching. Very critical. Once the bird is on your hand, wait for both feet to be firmly planted. If you pull away too early, your bird doesn't have good balance. They might have been going for one foot and ready to step the foot back, so you could have an accidental fall happen. And you're just making the bird more uncomfortable than is necessary. So wait for the bird to have both feet planted firmly on the hand and then move. Let the bird come to you. Let them choose their interaction. And this can go with any interaction you have with your bird. Slow down. Give them time to decide whether they want to partake in what you're asking. And if they don't, it's okay. It's not a slight on you. It just means the bird is not interested in doing that right now. A lot of times, if you wait 2 minutes and go back and ask again, the bird will decide that now they do want to interact with you. Teaching independence is very important. Even or especially with birds like cockatoos and conures that can be super snuggly, make sure your bird knows how to entertain themselves. It's perfectly fine and highly recommended that you spend alone time together. So have your coffee, read a book, sit near your bird without petting them and handling them and expecting them to be on you. And activities like this are going to strengthen your bond. They're going to increase the trust between the two of you, and hopefully they're going to reduce bites because you're going to give yourself more time to realize that the bird is giving body language that they are going to bite. Alright, so that was today's video. Hope you have a wonderful weekend and a happy St. Patrick's Day. And as always, if you have any questions, post them in the comments below. Message me, post them on the Facebook page, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Thanks. Bye.